Hi, this is Tom at Bob Johnson's Computer Stuff, and today we are going to be replacing the CMOS battery in a Panasonic Toughbook CF-54. This should be a similar replacement in all marks of the CF-54. The CMOS battery is not going to look a whole lot different than the ones that you'll find in other Toughbooks, but sometimes the connectors and the size of the actual battery itself can be different. So you should actually use the one specifically for the 54 series. Okay, so to get started, you're going to need to flip this over. There's screws to take off this bottom plate. Don't forget to pull the battery, the hard drive, and the optical drive dummy in this case, because this unit does not have an optical drive in it. You should do that before you take the screws out. There are 2 screws on the edge of the laptop here. It's a little hard to show them. I'll try here. Might be in focus. One there and there. And then this plate just lifts up and pulls. You'll see here where normally you would install optional components, but we need to keep going further. So it's pretty much every exposed screw. Take off this plate here first. These 2 larger screws are actually what clamps the handle in place, but it does have to come off, or they do have to come out to remove the bottom plate. And then you'll see here all the recessed screws around the outside edge. And then there are several other screws around the inside, further away from the edge of the unit, as I look for the ones I missed. None under this flap, but you will find one tucked in underneath this flap right on the bottom edge. Next, you're going to want to disconnect the antenna cables, ribbon cables, and so forth. This one main ribbon cable here that you see connected is easy. And then these antenna cables here either just pop off, or if they're just sitting in a little tape bag, they pull out. There's one more ribbon cable in the back corner that just pops off, or antenna cable, I mean. Once those are all disconnected, you can just start pulling, and you'll feel that I missed a cable and a screw. You do have to pull that connector for the dock out of the way. It will hold down the case. And the lid latch will hold the bottom plate in place. And here I find the cable that I missed. Pair of needle nose, just work that out. And there's the cable that I just missed. You do want to be careful and make sure that you unplug that before you just yank. You can pull that ribbon cable or that wire apart. This is the CMOS battery. It's in an enclosure, but it's on the other side of the motherboard that we have to flip over. There's several screws that became exposed whenever we took off the bottom plate, and those all have to come out. And then the power cable here, there is a ribbon cable that it looks like one of us accidentally broke the connector to, but this is a part unit, so that's okay. Another cable there for the speaker, a couple cables for the video, and I believe possibly the touch screen. And then making sure that everything is out of the way, you can just lift up the edge and tilt it away from you. You will see that there are two still connected ribbon cables holding the motherboard down. This is the CMOS battery though. Just grab it with some pliers, pull it out. It is stuck to the case with some double-sided foam tape. There you can see the foam is still sticky. This one is fine, so I'm just going to put it back. And the new one plug into the motherboard exactly how it was before. And that's how you install it. Now reassembly is just the opposite of disassembly. Flip the motherboard back over, reconnect every cable that you undid, and put all the screws back. So that's about it. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. And don't forget to like and subscribe.